So tell us who you are.
Yeah, who are you?
Really, we're so excited.
Well, I'm Floren. I first started marketing online when I was 13, so back in 1999. I'm 22 now, so it's 2009. And I don't know exactly what all you want me to answer with
You're
that.
just a puppy compared to me. Yeah, you're little in between. But I think one of my first questions is, I work with a lot of parents, and parents say all the time, but I want my kid to go to college. And yet there's a lot of people here at this internet marketing cruise that we've been on for a week and just enjoying each other's company, where there's a lot of kids your age. I say kid because comparatively speaking, young adult your age, and you're making really good money. And yet, there's that whole pressure. Do you still feel the pressure to go to college? Do your parents still want you to go to college? Speak to the college issue a little bit.
They'd probably prefer if I went to school, but basically how it worked is I made a deal with my parents when I graduated high school back in '05. Give me 4 years and let me make this really work, because it's always been a hobby. I still kind of treat it as a hobby, but it'd, give me 4 years to make this work, and if I make it work, I won't go to school. If I don't make it work, I'll swallow my pride and I'll go to college and get a degree, do the traditional thing.
So you were doing this before you, in high school then?
Yes, I started in 13, and when I was 13, so 7th grade.
And what made you start? What made you interested in the internet as a form of creating money for yourself?
Well, this was right before the dot-com crash, which was in 2000, and so a few months before that I kind of got interested in it, and there was this thing called alladvantage.com, and it had like a banner on the bottom of your screen, and you got paid, I think it was 50 cents an hour, every hour you were online. Then I went to the college in my town, and I invited other people to get in under me. I had kind of a downline, like an MLM program, and you got, I think it was 10 cents an hour, and I went down like 5 levels, so they invited some of their friends. And I made some money, but probably like $20 to $50 a month, not a lot. And it's nice money for like a 13-year-old kid, but it wasn't anything really doing any of that.
Yeah. How did your friends react to you wanting to, do these entrepreneurial things when they probably just wanted to go hang out at the pizza shop?
Well, I did a lot of entrepreneurial things actually in school. I would sell like Smarties candy. Just got like 10 little things in a roll.
Lots of different flavors.
I
prefer the orange ones.
I would sell those for $0.10 per little roll thing inside the roll. So each little piece.
Well, you would break it out.
I'd break it out and I'd sell the little piece.
You
for 10
are
cents.
a little entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We had our meals catered, and I would get a cheeseburger most days because there were like 2 or 3 pickles in the cheeseburger, and I could sell each little pickle for 50 cents to some of my friends.
Oh my goodness.
So I would do that. Our lunch tickets were usually like $1.75 is what they went for, and sometimes I would sell Mountain Dew. Like I'd get 6 packs of Mountain Dew, and I would sell one of those for $1 bill or your lunch ticket.
So what do you attribute that to? I mean, when you think about it, why you and not like all the other kids? What was it about is there something in your childhood, or I mean, why?
I don't know. My parents weren't really entrepreneurial. They'd done some business stuff, but then my dad works for the government. My mom worked at the school at the time, and basically, I should probably back up. What got me really more interested in this is my dad lost his job with the government when I was like 5 or 6, and he was unemployed for 13 months. So it was pretty hard, growing up at that time. And then they just had my sister, so they were cash strapped with a baby and 2 young kids, and losing the job, not finding work. And then finally he found work, but he would drive 3 hours a day, so 1.5 hours each way. He still drives that far to his job, and I don't know. It's just I didn't want that for me.
So you remember, even as a young age, you made a conscious decision not to.
I didn't want that to happen to my kids.
Does your dad ever look at you and ask you, so teach me how to do this?
He actually has, and he's making some money online. He's got a list of, I think it's 5,000 subscribers. My girlfriend has a list of like 3,000.
Yeah, you were mentioning that you got your girlfriend interested in it, your family interested in it. So you're taking all of the knowledge that you're creating for yourself, and you're passing that to your family.
I want to pass it on to my friends that I went to school with, but
It's
they're
hard,
not as
isn't it?
passionate.
Yeah.
You
It's
can lead a
hard.
horse to water, as they say.
Yeah.
Have you been able to find other entrepreneurial people around the same age as you that you can sort of support each other, or is it a real struggle just trying to find that support group?
Nothing locally. I haven't looked hard enough. That's something I'll probably do this year. Is, either go to one of the colleges and just kind of look around for kids that are into business, or just find someone, because that'd be fun. It would also challenge me more because, well, in school I was much more competitive than I am now. I'm pretty laid back now, but that might spur me on to do more, because this will sound very braggadocious, but I'm kind of a big fish in my group of friends, and I don't mean it to come off that way, but a lot of them don't work, or if they do work, they work at McDonald's. So, it's kind of like I'm paying for everyone to do stuff, and it's...
So they're
using
you.
I was going to say,
yeah, it's kind of...
Now you should loan the money at an interest rate.
That's right.
Well, I did that in school.
I'm not surprised.
So, like, what I would typically do is like a dollar bill, and then it would double the next day. So I did some loan sharking.
Wow.
Seriously, the youngest shark I've ever met. So I know Amanda and I we're going to be doing some things together. We're very excited about it. And one of the things I've talked to you about is helping me develop, which of course you will reap the benefits of a kids program. Because nobody's doing this with kids, and we thought that would be very, very cool. So what would be the first step? So we've got somebody watching, I don't know, whether it's a parent watching with a 13-year-old, or somehow a 12-year-old or 15-year-old has stumbled upon this on YouTube, and they, Mom and
they're
Dad.
at that stage where you were at looking for that support.
Yeah.
And now because of the internet, they might have found you,
So what do they do? Tell them, and whoever, what's the first step you would say, okay, so I'm going to make a decision, I'm 13, I want to make money on the internet. What do they do?
Well, the first thing is, just stand behind your kid. Your kids are going to go through a lot of no's.
Yeah.
They're going to hear, teachers are not going to like what they're doing. Their friends are not going to like what they're doing. Other relatives are really not going to like it. Just anyone they encounter is not going to like that they're doing their own business. And it's more of a fear thing. People assume that by getting a college degree that they're going to be successful, and it's the same people who assume that are always saying, "Oh, I'm broke." It's kind of like, well,
it's old school.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's really
old school. Yeah, there's a lot of unlearning to do for this new generation.
Big time.
I'm excited.
I know.
I'm so excited, not only for us, because we're beginning to make money online as, 15 and 36.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited because I know so many people that are my age and your age, and they go to work from 9 to 5 and they hate it.
And they don't see an end. They don't know when it's actually going to
There's
end.
no end.
And if you talk about retirement, that just scares them because it's not even in their future at all.
Right.
And they just figure, well, I'll always be fit, I'll always be able to work, which is not the case,
Not the case at all.
Even on this wonderful cruise that we've been on, we've had a lady sprain her ankle. Things happen all the time. So
I think a lot of people get injured. That's,
in a good
go
way.
to cruises is not bad. It's a very small percentage of us. But even I scraped my legs. So
There you go. I'm sure I got a
happens to all of
scratch.
us.
So what would you tell a child? What would you tell a teen that's watching this?
You have to pick what you're passionate about and what you've seen work. If you want a higher success rate, there's a lot of things against you being young. You have a lot of things for you because there's a lot of people who want to help you out. Don't be afraid not to ask for help, because a ton of adults will just bend over backwards to help you, and they'll give you a chance because they like to see this entrepreneurial spirit. But there's a whole other group of adults who absolutely hate the young people, and I'm sure I lose sales to them. They don't want to deal with anything until I'm at least like 25 or 30. Then I might get some sort of respect from them. But
maybe they're jealous.
that's probably a lot of it. But then, it's not like I'm some rock star or anything. I mean, I'm sure they were into that when they were, young kids, and kind of worship them, if you will. And it's like,
So do you,
It's strange.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you have some, part of what I teach in my Camp 99, I'm sure you teach it as well, is the idea of giving back.
That's
And
right,
We
charity,
talked about
yes.
that, or charity, donation, whatever you want to call it, doing good. And there's a whole idea that doing good and making money are not mutually exclusive, as I say. But it is. And so are there some causes that because you are making good money and you're not going to college and you have some time, that you can actually take part of your money, and are you doing something really?
I don't do as much as I should.
Mm-hmm.
I do a little bit here and there,
Okay.
but nothing.
You haven't
Nothing
quite found
newsworthy.
that
I haven't found.
passion yet?
I haven't found one that I'm excited about. I've thought
Yeah.
about creating a nonprofit of my own that would help people that were kind of down and out
Okay.
and teach them how to do marketing. Would be kind of
That would
interesting,
be,
but
yeah.
there's a lot that goes into that, and I don't know anything about
Kind of
setting
like
one of those
Robert
up.
Allen and then just take away my checkbook thing.
Yeah,
or
exactly,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. The checkbook's already been taken away. Yeah. So just wonder, is there anything that you would like to add? I mean, this is like, would it be okay if people contacted you? I mean,
Sure.
obviously, we're gonna give them
My
our
main
information.
website is my name,
Do you
so
mind just-
readfloren.com.
yeah, spelling that for us?
Sure, it's reedfloren.com. That's my main website. It's a blog. You'll get some free information.
Okay.
I don't know, I should probably do some more on what works for the kids.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I would highly suggest modeling and swiping from other successful people. You find someone who either will be your mentor, which a lot of people will do, or you just see what other people are doing and you model what they do, and that will improve your results drastically. Because a lot of people, I know when I was younger, I wanted something completely unique. I would, if I found an idea, if I had an idea and then I found that someone else had it, lost all interest. And that's not really the best way to go. I mean, there are some major success stories that happen, but a lot of things are just making something just 1% better, and that will make a major difference in everything that you do. So if you can just do that, just make something just a little bit better, or combine a couple things into one, you can really improve things. Or do a lot of these information products. These are really simple and easy to do. Just like this interview, this is a product.
Right.
This is
Absolutely.
this is something that we could definitely sell at some point if we wanted to. I think the idea of this is to give this out for free, but this is typically what I do is simple little products like this, and I haven't found anything easier than this.
No, it's
Exactly.
very, very easy.
It's so
And we
much
don't
fun.
enjoy it, do we?
Oh my god, it was horrible.
No,
Oh,
it
it's
is
like
horrible.
twisting that rubber arm.
I
It's
know,
just-
the worst part is just getting your husband to do the video.
I know. Hi,
It's like,
sweetheart.
"Hi, sweetheart."
So have you got anything that you're planning for your immediate future, internet-wise, business-wise, or networking? Well, you said you were going to go to colleges and see if you could find maybe a support group of other entrepreneurs.
High schools too.
And high schools, yeah. And what about business-wise? Have you got a plan for this coming year, things that you're excited about, what you're going to take on, or?
The other night I wrote up about 40 different items of things to do.
Only 40?
So
Come on,
some
at
of
least
them,
double your age or something. Make it 40.
some of them are, not business-wise, and I do
Yeah.
have some other things that I thought of after writing that I need to add to it. But just kind of some stuff that I want to work on this next week or so, and accomplish a fair amount of them, and then take it easy too. But I don't. One thing with me is I don't want to do a business where I'm tied down to either a geographic location or a lot of work where it's all tied to me. I would, I don't mind doing some work, but I would rather outsource things instead of say having a TV show of your own for, where you're filming for hours upon hours a day, and you can't do anything.
Right.
I don't really want that.
Can you
that's
explain
not me.
outsourcing? Because we've got some people that
Sure.
may really
Yeah,
not know what
exactly.
you mean by that. So.
Sure. Well, a lot of people think about outsourcing as sending jobs overseas, and that you can do that. But you can also outsource by paying someone else locally to do something. It could be another kid. It could be a college student. Just different people, and you could pay them. There's also people who do apprentice stuff. I was talking, or internships. I was talking to one of the schools in my area, be kind of interested in that, and they haven't gotten back to me on that, but maybe I'll try again.
That would be
soon.
awesome. Probably a little bit.
Let's see.
That's where you don't want to go meet them in person. You don't want them to know that you're 22. So I have a
But
question.
that'd be amazing.
What do you do for fun?
I hang out with my friends and family a lot. We just kind of go out and do things. Go out to eat a lot, go to movies a lot. Go to different like clubs and stuff, concerts,
Well, he's old enough, isn't he?
sporting events, things like that.
Just, I think, American, right? So just by a year or so.
Okay. Well, this has been fun.
This has been so much fun. Thank you
We
so much
are-
for sharing
yes.
and to inspire our other
The
children
kids and the parents.
And the
I mean,
parents.
The
yeah.
parents really need to know that it works.
Yeah,
And
it
you're a
works.
good kid. I mean,
Oh,
he's
he's
just
so
amazing.
sweet.
I mean,
Yeah.
all of you guys, they're all guys.
Yeah,
There's
there does
one
tend to
young
be a-
woman. I know.
We'll work on
the
those girls. We'll work
right.
on the girls. Yeah.
So it's just, you guys are all bright and happy and positive and helpful, and it's just been a delight to meet all of you. So thank you.
Thank you for inspiring us.
You're welcome.
Definitely. Yeah.
Glad to help.